Casanova prepares for his time online, like an ancient ritual, by taking out his sweating notebook before he sits at the computer, keeping his shelves in his room filled with computer books and romance novels, always occupied with online friends he keeps handy, like a recruiter. His sacred notebook is like his Bible, containing friend information, especially those female perverts with whom he enjoys sexual chat, possessing many different sexed screen names and multitudes of personas, as he becomes hundreds of different personalities in no time flat. He could open his extensive notebook to a section named Nasty Chat, or the name of his favorite chat room, by a primitive turn of the page, while entering a room to check the list to see if his best friends are there, and he becomes like a talented theatrical actor on his stage. Casanova knows the worldwide network, terrain, flirts of how to seduce, knowing the data transmission art and play culture of cyber fucking, fantasizing making love in a strange conceptual art gallery, knowing how to pique her curiosity for fake internet sucking. He realizes smartly that he only gets one first impression, so he never pleads, when comically striking up a cunning conversation for exploring between intelligent small talk and amusing regular customers, easily reaching the diverting horny ones with unsubtle whoring. He has an opinion without being a parrot of rapturous bliss, and his knowledge of world events puts women into intense ecstasy, even though most do not understand one meaningful side of the issue. The fact that he defends his position gracefully causes chemistry. An inscrutable enlightened man can be arty and charming online, leaving an aroused high-pitched woman coated in sweat heaving and sated, fascinating her when most men appear to be escaped mental patients, and he is the consummated winner when the chat room men are weighted. Casanova tells the women he is compassionate with animals, and the fact that he donates to good charities earns him a high preference, as he talks of meditation and yoga as if he were into Zen, with cognition of hundreds of Buddhist esoteric frames of reference. Casanova can get women naked and spank his monkey in free chat, and the fact he does not pay for a model leaves him with a wicked grin, for he does not have to beg a model to show a little tits and ass, or ask timid questions like, "How much do you charge by the minute again?" He lives the perfect significant words to place on the ignited screen to make women erotically float in the perfect passion drop of sweat, when realizing that the fundamental good times of hotness are all pretend, when his sensual words bursting in flames make the women musty and wet. He acknowledges a real romance will never bloom typing sentences, but the computer screen is a self-sacrificing woman he can trust, with the cognitive skills telling him he cannot believe what is written, for what is planted in the profile seed is just her unholy lust. He reaches volcanic activity until he collapses smoking, shaking from the aftershocks as he rises until he violently spills, after his incredible orgasms become a sticky, sweaty mess, shooting a big load of underground vibrations known as sensual thrills. His chat room women talk about pumping hard and swallowing every inch, as his undried perspiration drops rise and pause at the crest of her chin, And then the women respond with extended meaning words like big and good, as the hot pretend world for both the male and female sends tingles within. His lexicon is filled with large metaphors of releasing and clapping, then writes the poetry of slapping against the clit as he thrusts, defined by romantic imagery of an ass shaking from rough impact, as he uses befitting poetry to write prose when the semen bust. He uses connotation to talk about white semen deep inside her, while deeply sharing a sweet, embraceable drop inside a lover kiss, by the huge mess left by salt waters of fascinating conversation, drifting funny verbal wit on the turbulent seas of sexual bliss. I appreciate it is better than hearing someone moan on the phone, and the man enclosed by computers never has to say thank you or please. So maybe I will use some of his verbal and typed sexual techniques, for its cunning conversation might save me from a real social disease.